Hey there, TRW crew, Matt Masalo here with the RhinestoneWorld.com. So in this awesome tutorial video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create from start to finish a rhinestone car decal like these right here. So we have our soccer one, we got our baseball, we got our softball. These are rhinestone car decals. So we're using our Bling Anything material and applying the rhinestones to the Bling Anything material to basically make a rhinestone sticker. So I'm going to show you as far as getting the file, bringing it into CorelDRAW, cutting it on your vinyl cutter, with the actual template material, brushing in the stones and pressing it, the entire process right here in this quick video. Pretty awesome. So you can see on the website right here, we actually have the file we're going to use today. So the cool thing about watching this video, there's a benefit to it. I'm going to take 80% off of the $10 price here. So retail is $10. This is going to be a $2 download for all of you that want to make this exact same decal. And there is a link right here, and you can click on the link to go to this exact download on our website at therhinestoneworld.com. So let's just say we just purchased this download file. We'll get in an EPS, an SVG, and a CDR file. So we're going to open it inside CorelDRAW here. So I have it open in CorelDRAW. Now the first thing we need to do is color separate it, because obviously we have two separate colors of rhinestones. We have our crystal and we have our red cyan. So I'm going to highlight my design, and I'm going to go to templates in the design wizard, and I'm going to do our Stone 2 Plus cut. So what that does is really awesome. It makes it a lot easier for your vinyl cutter to cut it and weed a lot nicer. So when it drops down, it actually goes one circle, two circles, plus a quarter turn. So it goes 2 1/4 rotations. Doesn't matter if your vinyl cutter can do that or not, our software makes the cutter do that, which is a pretty awesome feature. So now that we have our color separations with one color and two colors, let's go ahead and bring this over to the vinyl cutter and go ahead and get this cut. So you can see it cutting here on our Roland GS24. Now we are using 120 grams of downforce, and then we're using a 65-degree blade with our 2 plus cut rotation on this cut right here. And then you're going to see how easy it weeds. Alright, so now that our vinyl cutter finished cutting, we can go ahead and weed it. So I'll just pull off there. You can see every single one of them came up perfect. And our second color here, pull that off, and every one of them came up perfect. So now we're ready to brush in our templates. Alright, so now that we have our template material cut, it's time to go ahead and brush these in to make our finished transfer. Alright, so the materials we're going to need, obviously we're going to need our rhinestones. I'm going to use my red cyan and my crystal SS10 rhinestones. I need some hot fix tape. I need my Bling Anything material, pair of scissors, my rhinestone brush, and then my rhinestone scoop. So let's go ahead and get started on this design. So this is the template that's going to be in the red cyan stones, and then we're going to do the crystal stones next. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop that down there, and I'm going to grab my red cyan SS10 stones, drop some of those onto my workstation right here. Let's go ahead and brush those around. All of those are looking good there. You can see I'm just going in nice smooth circles, and then when I want all the stones to get out of there, I'm just going to go in a straight line across, and that's going to get all of my excess stones out. So now that I have that, you can see all of my red stones are in there perfect. Not one of them are upside down. I'm ready for this transfer, okay? So the cool thing with the transfer and what I want to do is I'm going to use basically an anchor system here. So when I peel my hot fix tape off here, I'm just going to drop this down right onto the baseball right there. Just go over it with my hand there. Now I'm going to pull this up, but when I pull it up, I'm never going to leave this workspace. So I'm just going to fold it off back to the side right here. Now the great thing about our software is it lines it up perfectly. So check this out. All I need to do is be able to put a box on top of a box. It's lined up and perfectly registered for me. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my crystal stones. I'm going to dump some of my crystal stones in here. We're going to brush those around, and that's one of the big benefits of the template materials. We can stack it on top of each other. So you don't need any type of alignment systems or anything like that. You can just lay them right on top of each other. Now when I'm done with my crystal stones, remember, when you want them out of there, you just brush into a straight line to get the excess stones out. So you can see I'm going straight across right here, and then straight up. And every single one of those stones are in there perfect now. So if I were doing a lot of these decals right here, I probably would have done a bigger template with maybe 4 or 5 of them on it. So watch, when I bring this back right here, check that out. Lines up perfect every single time, and it's free. You don't need any type of expensive alignment system. So now when I pull this off of here, make sure I have all the stones, just make sure I touch them all right there. Put it right back onto the back side of my hot fix tape carrier, and now I have my finished transfer. So now that I have my finished transfer, all I need to do is just grab a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to trim around the outside of this transfer right here. So once I have that trimmed around, now I'm going to grab my Bling Anything material. So what you're going to do with this material right here is there's 2 different sides. There's a shiny side and there's a dull side. You want the back side or the glue of the rhinestones to go to the shiny part of this actual material. So all I do is just pull this off right here. Now remember, this is just a transfer. I can press this to a shirt, a bag, anything I want, or I can put it on the Bling Anything material. So when I put it right here onto my Bling Anything material, this is what you're going to have here. So once I have that, I can just trim right around here. I'm going to save as much of my Bling Anything material as I can, and now I'm ready to go ahead and press this with my heat press and finish my Rhinestone Car Decal. So let's go ahead and press this guy. Okay, so there's a couple little tricks when you're pressing a rhinestone decal. Number 1, you want to use our acrylic hot fix tape that we have on the website, because that's going to have a little bit less adhesive. It's not going to stick to this quite as much, which is a lot better, makes it a lot easier to do the decals. Next thing you want to do is make sure that you have it to the inside area of the decal right here so you can peel it off. If you have it all the way outside and you start peeling from right here, what's going to actually happen is it's going to start pulling the sticker or the Bling Anything material up. So very easy, just flip it upside down. I have my protective cover sheet on the bottom and I fold it over. Now I'm going to be at about 320 degrees for about 10 seconds here. So 10 seconds at 320 degrees. I'm using my 16x20 Hotronix auto clam. So once this is done, it's going to pop up for us. I'm going to grab my decal here. Now obviously it is going to be hot, so just be careful. But when I go from the edge right here and start peeling this off, there we go. So this hot fix tape, technically I could still reuse this, but that is done, and now we have ourselves a rhinestone sticker. So what I like to do with it here is, instead of taking all the time to load it into your vinyl cutter and everything, it's a very clear material, which is really awesome, because the easiest way that we found to do it is just trim around this really quickly with a pair of scissors, and you can just trim it right next to the edge of those stones there. And because the material is so clear, once you put this onto the car window or phone case or whatever it is, it completely disappears and the only thing you see is the rhinestones. Alright, so that's it. We just created ourselves a Rhinestone Car Decal from start to finish. So everything that we used here, we actually downloaded the design from the rhinestoneworld.com website. We brought it into CorelDRAW. We used the TRW Design Wizard to do 2+ magic cuts. We brought it over to our Roland GS24 vinyl cutter to cut the templates out for us. Once we cut the templates, we used our crystal and red Siam SS10 rhinestones to brush them in. Used our hot fix tape from there. Then we attached the hot fix tape or the transfer to the Bling Anything material, which is the sticker material for the rhinestones. We brought it over here to our heat press, 320 degrees upside down for 10 seconds, trimmed around it with a pair of scissors, and we got ourselves a finished Rhinestone Car Decal. So very simple to do, very easy to do. Check out our website at therhinestoneworld.com. YouTube, make sure to subscribe here. We have over 1,500 tutorial videos that teach you everything about the decorated apparel and signed industry. So we look forward to seeing you guys soon. You guys have a wonderful day. This is Matt with therhinestoneworld.com.